Obia when you do my Odidigua or mine. Walk one and equal see enough for you, Queen Nature, and my Obia and equal Sonija. Obia to Nipu Podu for Eja woman, Quinimaba, Agrana, Neri Baba, Akasano Macasa French and Wobia and our Boajo. Asana na Febia when you want to swallow without a chip. Walk on in a banana neighbor. A John no be non tabia, a woman and me assam. As a chilina non penawasa, a woman, my diaba. What the man come about, dear Shay, and said, Yenis, I was swap, any journey I grab womb. I feel when you have been here, I see us anymore. A bassa while you are one swatch and a pampa. No be a son, you'll be a small. Only Pada sending I want my name where we are say, I some to young. Chabasa, Jesus, Chabasa, Jesus, Sibuluke, 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 Chabasa, Jesus, Chabasa, Jesus, Magu Benjalo, Magu Benjalo.
Meneno any and Komo. Prof, what you make kind of pay a good morning, Patron and Pum to say?
Good morning, Bawumia, Nyamiado Mehoya, now also.
Eradiado, mention Mehoya, Prof, Namiton can actually. That's right. Yeah, that trade and passes, and open so what so. And first of all, at what point in time in international relation other countries be able to decide they say one more ebema visa restrictions? I mean to particular persons, one more who say one more a threat to other nations' freedom and then their democracy. In the case of Ghana, and one combo anayedi.
You mean that was my main first of all, that was one mamma Kwenye. The Tosumi my office of international relations at the University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
Now say the Diho no make say we are said about geopolitics and pempi, you know, or my social superpowers there be no almost interest to war. Omo pese omo protect her. And you know, anytime BB eba ana say BB major events, they say elections eba say omo personal aya analysis ehunu say said the name kono, is there something at risk and is there something at stake? Say omo amemua ebia BB betumi akochima. And he sam ye by nebia omo tena no mo analysis omo say there be I was saying, so no, you protect your interest. Na the Ushemwa over most of our African countries, Meka say, and Kasa directives we Sebinka, Meka say, a wound empu here, Senka ye near me year, and Ka a wound here say, foreign power be an external power be the bay issue directly say, the one you say, yeah, member of visa restriction. If we say, heaven, away Krumuha. And Emra, maybe be a cost of pepper. And Ubimpo and Kodamian who said, me could be boni na me, we are Mejania call mindful Frubiso.
Yeah.
And so, Ocean, why history in Africa, no, and Pempino, Ube said, nay, be a question, will be a cheap near Yema Bata, we are. BBC trouble never say, we say Kimupe. And I'm say, oh no opportunity. Say you bet me. I could see I salon go baby into no apologize no ja ho now for a man named Mofra remember and a brand penny for a bread. So 80 Sam near my and say US I do a more Jim say well ahead of the election. You mean I see a democracy. Democracy, you know, and who has some can add in it. Then Pempi, you know. Yeah, na troubles be you know, and cophobia said you are more Kessben and the century. And you know, the more can say, wow, obey this idea. Yeah, Mount Visa and the word Janiaco time by now cause trouble, Ewo Ghana. If you say the Omonkasa no more interest, economic interest, Ewo Ghana has security interest, maybe they have been our strong allies for a long time.
Okay.
And see, Mimodi and Kameka say, you to 2 years near me year, and Ka, a home for 8 years. say Ebema will be na Abeka say we say ya ebe you say. If you say Ghana we are a sovereign nation.
Exactly the point.
Yeah, sovereign nation. Yenya yenim kwan ya fa so ye nneema. Na emom na eduru mebi a na nneema bi entwa yie. Enti no ubewi ase no na nneema bi akodi bone. But emom de enwa rehye say election na ebe no enya dia bibi boni dia besili wa sa rehye mu no. If we say ye was track a very good track record. Just that election when the stakes are high. So the leading candidate the stakes are very high. And you know, I'm not surprised the United States this statement abba. Indeed, my clear commentaries there because other European nations here that the crown the same restrictions, no caution, no emra.
Yes,
for me, say better to your near year, those things are even not necessary.
Yeah, remember what it means for our leadership and then the governance entirely. But many occasions, Prof, may war a year the U.S. Department of State website no so. Mamin kind almost statement no kakra na afi baby yebehi anchemo no menye wadwentre ewo ho. Also visa restriction policy on undermining democracy in Ghana. The United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Ghana and around the world. The Department of State is announcing a new visa restriction policy today, which is Endra, that will restrict U.S. visas for any individual responsible for undermining democracy in Ghana. This policy will take effect in advance of Ghana's presidential and parliamentary elections scheduled to take place on December 7, 2024. Now, I said this visa restriction policy would apply to only specific individuals who undermine and is not directed at the Ghanaian people nor the government of Ghana. Ghana has achieved 3 decades of democratic elections and the peaceful transfer of power between parties, a record to be proud of and a model to cherish. Now, the question is that this particular statement, isn't it in vacuum? Now, if you say, sir, policy way and yet directed at the Ghanaian people entirely, too, and yet directed specifically to the government of Ghana and its officials, then the question is that who are the people ever falling into the category of undermining democracy, and what will be the modalities, sir? Yedebe measures are near my way.
If you look at the statement,
yes.
See again in international politics, the U.S. government will also want to be very cautious. Then you create the impression that it be the government of the day, or government officials, and this policy is targeted.
Against.
And they are being very diplomatic about it. Yes, say. Anybody, the target is anybody who undermines democracy.
Yes, ma'am.
That body could be an individual, it could be a government official, it could be somebody in opposition, it could be any other person. But in the entirety of the Ghanaian population, no dear. So if you are going about your duties, you want to travel and you are looking for visa to the US and all that, there is no visa restrictions on Ghanaians.
Okay.
There's no visa restriction. Me, me go US. Now me hear my application. I'm a There's no policy. I say Ghana be a Ghana into the US for mama visa. Name mum. And I said, I mean to us and kase.
Yes.
Say abai nipa bi ko US akoye juma. There's no policy US for kase. And I'm say we are buying nipa ntino. Abi we minister now we deputy now we bibi. To know ye mount visa there be. Because policy behind the way say US say Ghana for visa and US. Name say ebededi say you are undermining who ye be and my democracy ye cherish no and koso dia then you become the target. As to the modalities don't say you are the one behind it or you are leading or otherwise The U.S. government has their own ways of determining it, and of course they have their intelligence on the ground. It will be a bit more about saying you are directly involved. You are providing funding. You are behind the scenes pushing a certain agenda. They have the authority. just as Ghana, so because of Oba Ghana, yeah, a bit like I said, Nipa we are assessment, yeah, man, a bit manima. And now you make us in Nipa we or your man, a 5 gram or bar handle, while Emra, the man when you soon deporting. We have, as a sovereign nation, we have that right. In that same vein, they can also do the assessment and say that your involvement in undermining democracy in Ghana and Chino, yeah, man, visa. But in the entirety of it, there is no visa restriction against Ghanaians.
I was asking for the underpinning modalities because 39 days to election. Yani ya kase mimi se mi yesem and opay se many would in komoy ebi ana politician be na in discussing the issues wako making commentaries probably the Ghanaian people will not be happy with it. Now from the beginning of the conversation might not necessarily mean say as a presenter, you are urging the person on in making those commentaries. But at the end of the day, will such persons be affected? Because in context, it will look as if say when our provided platform amanipano yusu as an object what they are propagating a message. So the Department of State not coming clear on the modalities means that everybody can fall short of this particular restriction.
But I was you are right. Said in your introductory, the context of every decision making is very important. Now, in this statement that US for the ban even though initially because but very careful, cautious in what we do. And if we are some journey, now we will be interviewed. No, we can't be unfounded, and I say one here potentially problematic at the Bibibano. Some of these directives are it plays on our mind. It may assure say immediately you would correct the person, or you tell the person to withdraw the statement, or you can take other means and say, "Oh, withdraw there," then you are sorry, you cannot proceed. If we say the media is very powerful when it comes to election discourse. Campaigns are course on there that more broadcast here and conversation so the media is very powerful in this election discourse. And for me, this statement will also be more like a watchdog for everybody to say the world, there is an eye sitting somewhere which is watching what we are doing. It's careful, safeguard your democracy. Meaning, there is no way the U.S. state agency will come out and tell you that these are the modalities. They will not do that. They will rely on their intelligence system to be able to determine, say, Nipa Sumesi, say no, in the Yemen of this.
Interesting. Now, there's a bilateral relationship between the U.S. And then Ghana as a sovereign state. Now, the question may be, and it's in this context, yes, we agree. Opesa over U.S. It is their sovereign mandate say one more grant of visa or to disapprove of visa. But what really happens to the relationship existing between Ghana and then the U.S. precisely when some of these things begin to happen to a far extent, politicians becomes the people are solely affected. How will this affect the future relation going forward?
The way I see this directive, and I know it's not the first of its kind, I don't think that it will negatively affect Ghana-U.S. relationship.
Okay.
Not at all.
It's
a caution. It's a caution, and they are clear in their minds that they are not targeting government officials. They are not even targeting opposition leaders. They are not targeting anybody. They are targeting anybody who is involved in any impunity, anything that undermines our democracy. So I want to believe that the relationship between Ghana and the U.S. government will continue to flourish. But just that, as I said, they are also interested in protecting their interests, their economic, their security interests in Ghana, and making sure that Ghana, which is a beacon of the democracy, as we all cherish, as we all say, that seat that we have achieved for ourselves, it's protected. And see, I don't think that this statement will in any way undermine the relationship between the U.S. government and Ghana. In any case, most of the economic transactions that are going on with IMF and all that, it's fully supported by the U.S. government. And I just want to believe that from where I sit, the relationship. They are rather seeking to protect the relationship that exists between us, so that there will be peace for us to continue to, safeguard our economy and improve on the things that we have benchmarked for ourselves as a nation.
Yes, but do you agree on the notion, sir, the other Western countries must apply same as that directive dictates for a year, the US for IA?
As I also indicated earlier, I would say that for me, it is not necessary if we do our things well. But to the extent that sometimes some of our people can go overboard, for me, that caution, if it comes, it will still enhance the watchdog role that we want. So that anybody who is acting in any way, say, you will not have any heaven to go and hide. And for me, I think that our government and our policy makers should even take this as a precaution and say that if anybody is involved in any impunity, undermining our democracy and all that, the person will stay here, not just staying here. For me, it goes beyond staying here. But we ensuring that our own laws work. Our own laws, the person will be put to test, and our own laws will go through, and the person will be penalized. That aspect for me is missing in this discourse. If we say, if it's not a man of visa, baby, I over Ghana, and so you're here, you're found family, so Emma, a such a demand, you're family, and po. Obi better na e beka ye China so obi hura na obi asori a group obi asori munya no munye dey and we say ye nyina no that caution must come clear to us in this election year wa obey di bia undermine your democracy no. We don't even need the US or the European Union or any other group, but we ourselves as a Ghanaian people will make sure that you face the full rigors of the law and you are not going to run anywhere. Our security systems will be activated in such a way that nobody, whether you are a politician, you are a civilian, whether you are in government, whether you are in opposition, nobody will run away to any other country when they cause mayhem. They will stay here and our laws will apply to them so that we can protect the democracy that we all cherish.
Very well. Prof, Appiah, I'm grateful for your time.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Namin Shao and Professor Samuel Bet Bwedi Kusi, Dean, Office of International Relations at the University of Cape Coast, and Appiah, Yeneno at the Nkomo, bringing us to as only 7 after 8. This is Kessben 92.9 on radio, and then Sir we'll share live with TV so Kessben TV, DSTV, so channel 364, Go TV, channel 121, Multi TV, so Appiah Unyaye, and then around the world, we'll share live feed on Facebook, on Kessben Television. Mediator, Mr. Speaker, highly grateful and Appiah for your time. But stay with us. We'll delve deeper into this particular visa restriction. The U.S. Department of State at the Abba Asat Endra area, one more release in the Secretary of State in the United States of America, and an SSR statement here. But what does it mean for our politicians? Are they happy? Now, the context of this whole statement as well indicates or a politician, or whoever, any individual, will be to undermine our democracy. Including your family members, everybody will be restricted in terms of visa acquisition. Ebetimi ama wetukwai akwakopiemo ewo US abrochibani. We'll bring you more details on it. Na afe yetimi edi and common 39 days more to election 2024. Your take on this particular one. Na Appiah what the wadrin training in no edi but 05505 06550567929 and no number sir yede ejuma. The Honorable Ayepe, a former member of parliament for the New Patriotic Party, Ayenswano constituency, ma member na che na member na kwaba na menkoye ejuma embra beba na yashen komodieno ase. Honorable, good morning.
Yenua, mini aben manati den.
Erade adom me ho ye down so.
Na me adom me hu yo.
Me ho wacho.
Me ho. Unje me chikwan.
Kessben. Oh yeah, be as o campaign.
Say no, ye ni abre unsaka a little over almost 40 days na.
30 days.
Yeah, kwakoto aba. Nti ye ni abre whatever it is, I will say to bold solutions no it be adwuma.
Mo we ni abato no.
Yeah, we near we. Na can say Ghana for the ones I will call Kusiko. nkunimdini de abawi
Dr. Bawumia is waiting.
Mami chia president na naro dankwa Kufuado. Na mi chia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na abedi echiri no. And on the 7th January 2025, it in BBC Guaso Ghana Mampahine. Na fe mi chia na abedi echiri mati opoku prempe jumadin oye. When you know go so den ya bompai say Ghana for ebe tie sama ya no one can won get team put in sama ahemfo na mpo work kan and just say ataso man kasa aka say ye bukwa akoto aba na nkunimdi no etumi aba mamembo onabo ayokobotwe na menene na wa parliament because to no parliament na oyo obiabi a nani ye din no bomodin pa oni din komo kwa akiri a wa badwuma pa mo mangana ane we are seeing and United how to call it Commonwealth of Nations or no na one say Secretary General into next year kono kwa London on obabe manage day-to-day activities of the Commonwealth of Nations into a nije sem kese pa ma omanga
a serious position
wana Kufiana his excellency Kufiana Benya United Nations Secretary General, the highest body after United Nations I think is Commonwealth na wano sabe Secretary General and say a nije sem kese
very well. Better say, or Mamina Juma Wemra, na Yenshen Commodore.
Kessben.
Or more.
I will be kind of them.
And you remember to say,
Yamia don't be a queen.
Grace get for you now.
Yamia don't be a queen.
Okay. Yamia said what they more about. So many connery yani homo. The last Tuesday of every month.
Yes, Sabe Pepe.
Very well. Kwame, I don't pay for free.
Many kind now was an amentia what chief one work for you now. Ghana for no pay the apumude honkomo unim se usika every last Tuesday of the month bia na badia kan de border no kumase and ye din komo be very very sensitive man me nyina mfa waso fam yen na ye bedon komo no sukoyi ye hwe niema affect male fertility ene e man so de mekanisa na meka se niema esi bema wo bema yon kwan anase ha bema ne bema yo yi pa ye bema wa beti akati free ho ade ma ye bema nkasa ne wo bema ti bas na mi yi no
yeah me tipa
ne ma wo ye bema nkasa no ene 7 preduasa wo bema na kamia ye se 7 preduasa bema bi wo kras ne nikura sebe ekagusu enhuna de biewa nka obinya nka ne bema nya adwuma ni nyina di adanse ye se mema ya boso nyina much of your focus wo sebe ye bema sem ho na saade we nyina no wo nyina na sebe hu mema yo ye kana sa ne ye ka se the moment a bema be drew a year the adolescent stage na onyini kwa ni mu nyina na ne honama kwa ni padua no hormones no asha ase ma no signs and signals sebe bia wadru no wasi ne mema yo na mema bebre men kana sei yare ahodo affect ye mema your strength stamina in bed how ahodo a mema mfa nko hospital bebre nanso no wonom title hu nwura bonchen ene wonom a ewo sexual weakness na saadi we di mu a na bi mu akwa akonya de friend low sperm count ne ade ade nyina na meka no a practice bia mema sebe won bema no mu ye mere ne hojo ne tofem kora ade a ye tai kana masturbation sebe o se wa wo goro ho do kro ho na wo ho asane wo saadi we ya ade a ekoso a itia mema na manso de wo ne mene ofa bia fresh room ba yi de ono bedi ho ne nkomo no
say the air rampant power
very ena ni nyina ne nso obeka ne se the exposure to graphic content bia enhyeda mwa making won mo taihwe poki ni ade nyina no bedi dance ba saadi we no apart from the fact say drain wo physically ni ade nyina no ompa so agudie ni ade nyina ekofma na ba be hawa ware ye wo memetia ware ase a entimi ne won mo yire no enhie mu ene ntima na dan wo mo ho basa so na bema ko huna na aba be bi wo mema bebre besi na da bia ka se o mo hwe nkwara anye won mo ma esanse bema no onim se bia na ho de ne mpa so agudie nkoyi apart from se bia no oba ne kora be hia keke no obo ha low sperm count nti ba kora ma enso na dwen ense nsuo se bi free ne bema mu banko ade wo se wo ba sadi we na manfo nti ase enye wo bia sebe ne hotimi sane na anase nsuo free sebe ne bema mu ba ene timi hye ba nyinsen masturbation ahodo bebrebe no eche the level of testosterone ade eboa ema bema onkwamo anazo ohunzo sisu ye ma otimi bo adwuma yie pa etimi bre ni nyina ase eteso afei so emankyini ni ade wo bema no mu nyina ehudwo makase bema sabi ye bema na se baifo eko etuo na wo no mo kyenam na bema ye nya bema de onya bema no wanya nampa yesa se nkyini wo emoja ne dia frusa na iko nkyini no at the long run no ade a wo ye sebe na wo bema no ho nya wo decrease the sensitivity a sebe ye wo bema no no ebedru ba na mi a wo do ba hia wo ho sana okora wo nche de wo nche nkabia bo sana ho nso na ba besene neko sade we ya ade a eha mema mema dodo na ewo eye poor erection one more entimi enwoba anas one more one be mentimi hia ye from 1 minute 2 minutes men nyina most of them are into this practice make am na me saka ko wie say one more use artificial aphrodisiacs enu ahodo a mema na na manom ne bia wonom enkwamo asore so no wodum atimi adi agro di wompam bono a eto nura hodo ka mu to drugstore nuro enom ne ma di hia nyina no obema na wo hodwo no uku no eni cha grace gidi ba bia yedi nkomo kire wo se tete niema tete adu ye tete han ya ne ye de sayare etu yare se no ne yedi di adwuma obi tie sesi adi adanse se ne wo fa bi wa kura na no me ko fiase ye me wo fa Kwame etu ahene wanyini ye nso ne wo ka so no wo ba enhia no nhye ne nyinso obetimi a kye ne nyinse correct mabusu apani na me ma ne fans na obo adwuma so ho ne nyina a kire se sebi ba bia wo tie ye kwaye mu no enubna ne ahama wo sebi no wodi bi tua no wo num bi no eye ne mu adwuma ye bema wuchi as isabre wo bema ho asem akwa atwe enije bia ni fie esanse wuntimi ne wo yere enhia ma enije man ye de number ne tudwa ofa bia be ka o ma de na masturbation no ade ba ko ede ha ma ne se e bringi bia friend frigidity omo ba se be wo ba ne timi wu watenka nyina timi ko timi gene obo ha betimi akwa de obeye bia sebe atenka bia mam fa ye number ne sisi a ye mpaso nkomo anase mpaso enema ne nkoyi anase bia ono wo yiri nku hia mudie ne nkoyi friends sisi a meka ne se yare aka bia na bia me ba ye mamoso wo de friend ne bisa ye betimi a kire ho akwa ye numbers no e 0543 32 00 30 0543 32 00 30 and 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 Achimota yo new petroleum ye family life international school din hwe mu Kumase e wo Shim school junction barakese kwan so ofa bia e ka ye man nso de no kwan a masturbation efa affect one ye ni won komo
na mesi we dia men kai madam for be friend ogidi bra men kai ne ya o se fa bia benya accident na me feel coma mu the first question Mr. Doctor said doctor patro me da so ye be man na no se ko ka da bia nka mama me poison e ma me wuye it is obe man ye adwuma na chese onye be man e na oba so nim de oni na woba it most of em ban any house boys any drivers da e mo mu kununum if you say me ma me be full say omo the sperms na ban obetimi awo most men engine this say if you want etu be herba kwa wa yase na we kuma bi ni wenya problem na wase bi ni wenya problem enso na efi be ma na no wo eti ye ka che me ma ni nyina se mo bra grace gift na mo be check mo na mo fa me masem nto nche mo fa pride nto nche e mo bi sabi enfro kotobe nku e mo bi emu kwasea na won kotuo bi tinsan wari oba ambe fie na wo house boy wutua ne ka enya oye ho adwuma if you say sabi enkoyi na wo ma na wutua mo school fees ne da achi bi no na wo house boy mba na your driver mba na na ex boy bi na wonti me ma na pa ma chobomba grace gift munya echinyedie na mo de hye mba se sabi imanko na ewu grace gift pese ye kire Ghana fo nyina se emema nso ntimi wo ba se mo ji atum se ebi ebetimi fiye mie no ba ne be ma na wa ba grace gift ne ya hwehwe mu ne no wakasa ne ya ma wedra obie no bebu be makwasea e wo wiase bi because na die na bank of check ko for hwenko for mapa it is a big problem because we nyi adu mi bi afo se wa bobre wi a ono mbe wi be na enya wo mba saa time na fe na ko start wo class 1 and afi na ko po obi na kwakọ nyinsen na se because ye bu na ye nyi emma se ma ye ken so emma problem no emma tinkan etiko obi se sebe ketwa na shase ye wono ya de kan feelings bi amba bro ni friend clitoris enti no ya de kan emba enti ano ama watin kenyina ewu grace give sebra ebe ma obesi man esisu no wasabem just say obe fichi no obe ye ne de oba bi across scan ma me ho ba first scan to the same still o calculate on the boss pa and sorry wadani dua e ma bebre atwetwe omo ho sama baby edru no e de o how kese abre omo enti man mbra and na un say great gift so apart from say ye hwe sa de ye omienu your baby wo ho a ono ne ho sorry ba ne ho mbada
okay
any or baby wants and whom pon sorry and no see a
problem yeah
baby home bad out so ma omienu miensa oni ma de friend orgasm onya sa atinka no me ma no so ba ya akosia butuwa ne pam no wa pe no wa sorry onim se no ano no onya tese yensuso ni ma ne hu se o wa atinka ensuso no kese otimi suso ba nim se de nufu no bia wo tafre no tu bia wo bo kleti ya wo di agro no ba na hu se ono so wa atinka ba ba bi okwa onko through that process eti onu po onim so wa atinka enso ani be mada eti ese we nyina na sa oba grace gifter ye be boa na we se wo ba yem na wanya wa atinka se sebi clitoris no kra na ewu a ya de haban be kaw ama enyane ama we si udadem se orgasm so na unya da ya de haban be kaw ama wapi ama ho aba na ye free vaginal screening.
Yeah, steaming.
Ye screening we are ba be steaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because ye intimi steaming ye screening who say tokro be na sebe problem ne wo. Vagina na 3 layers. Your baby flesh no one we show. And you work clit no. And you work inside that's the pussy. And I was see ye timi screening. Ye di machine na ye work great no. E ba be mu ye no ansa na ye di ahaban no nsuo no esi so ama ye steaming. Ama wase why ye wese sakra fufo. One na wa wo na wa mase ase no. Mo bra grace say you come away abom ma mo bo bra boni so mo ye ni 1% mo sesan mo bra grace gives e free vagina steaming ya be boa mo ama mo simu ba do dem.
All right Kwame yes
me numbers name to give to da ade enchen de so to da nkomo nje se ye kan se de city se de be ya won mo ha no be hu se won mo ha no ye boss no no e chief won fanche bia ade enchen ye what se ma ode enye hwe
ode of be
your numbers near 0543
32
00
00
30 0543 32 00 30 and afi 0246 518 003 0246 518 003 you go so a free screening and member
and it is so wo ye adwuma odi mfie aduasia ana wo beko ahomegye na ahomegye de bo no mpacho se wo betina fie na sika ne ho de e be problem pa eno nti ahobehye senate dwumadie mo said ye be ya wo ko ahomegye mo abosumi bia no senate for ebetua wo ka Sisi a wonsu nyame beto ne nsa e dia fro anopai senetefo nko ana eye de se isanse wo mudi o mo boshe so pa anopai wutie me wankasa wo ye wadwuma wa business na wo ye woton ade wo dwom senate dwumadi a wo mudi wonsu betimi do ho ahye mo enya aban adwuma yefo ene yankrakra adwuma yefo nko ade bia wo ye bia e ma osika bia senate se ye nto nsa na fan kakra isi na de hia dem senetefo beba abeboa wo ye pa anopai ko omo branches ni nyina na register with them abeboa wo ye from numbers 0302 611 622 0302 611 622 ko a ye Facebook social media handles aka ni nyina at Senate Ghana na woni Senate for any nkomo anopai wo mwadaro ana aboa ye bedi nkomo na ye hwe ani mo se the Honorable Nia Masana Mwale ebe join here, former member of parliament for Ladadi Kotopon, representing the NDC, ebe join here, and no pay not yet to me Ashen Komodinas. But my remember the Honorable you pay so na many no and Shasia. Shasia free campaign no the air 39 days not yet to about ewo or my Ghanemo. Dr. Bawumia campaign, NPP campaign no say ana AC airco na afeyamra at that issue. Say yeka say ye Maakye adonko adope yanti asem papa wadani benkom so. All boy pay ba me enche.
Yo minia ebedi kan ama ye nyina ye hu shedding.
Kessben.
Ye maame ye nua bia young auntie adonko me me hu ade no ahmanachi ewo social media so na me say as usual Ghana for our mother san na didi aguru bi ntenya no kware na anopay menya confirmation from a traditional news say ampa ma me na film menye ni so yare sanse ye mu bi yɛte ne nka sɛ ɔkasa wafiri so nkyɛeɛ Mami Ekwadonko upo wa set records bi wɔ man yi mu a eyehu na wodwene ho a wonte ase wama yehu sɛ mmea danso no na ne obanama bɛn no bia nso betumi ayɛ to get registered say what to political party party na ko register my electoral commission eji watom inafem na obia sebi ose onko school da ana wanko school kura enu akiri na so watumi agina ayesa ade no to the extent say fimira oto ne political party ene miri biara ye beko elections bia ma ni din ekɔ ballot paper so ade a enwa issues bo man yuma okabi ɔde na anotom menye ni sɛ ye ma me Ekwadonko ni din ana ne tekrama be pro ɛwɔ man yimu da esan sɛ ye wansɛm bi a waka nipa ka kotu da bia oyo kuafo da bia ɔno ya na ɔka sɛ me de me yekua ni me nko school da nti Ghana ya hwere ade ebema ye politics yi obi o ma ya o entertain yen o entertainer o mo ma agro no ye de pa so ye ya na hit no NDC MPP hit ni be din a na ma mi Ekwadonko di bia be fam na ja ye de ayesero nti ye be kai no mema ne nantiwie
Kessben
mema na busua ne kunu ne ne mma unfortunately menti say ne babia ya yente ne babia nka da bia mi jedi so be womba ye ma wonyina ahyeden nakopon enka wo ho yegu ya campaign so me kan ya me kan MPP na campaign na gada momentum pa babia region bia Dr. Bawumia ba ko ho bia no obefi obepue no na region na turn it to his favor or the favor of MPP ya ko voter region no be anim say what the NDC World Bank. In fact, President Kufuor call homri bi ne jagwa akaya atoto abobo mu that was around 96. 2000 or call ho uhuro no kra. President Kufuor don so e call ho yehu ni esi. Now so what the MPP presidential candidates are wanga konsrahwe e wo voter region akoye campaign. What to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia di hu a edanso no. Say nipa na kasa ni titiru ni mabun no bebotwi aba be hia no kwan na wo hwe nipa e wo kita kpando ene ne patema na be so say a high voter region and as a high Ashanti region nipa ni bi say na wo ba se nipa no kware ni say wo de ba se kusuo ne Ghana ba bia ye democracy na nyinga kodu no wo de ba se kusuo na nipa no nto ma wa onfro ana ofro kra no kodu a Oshana say nipa no wa be hia ne chekakra bia no ko ba hwemira Dr. Bawumia ekodu ho kita ho na nipa da so gira ntenten etwen no ye sono be hwa adefo no be hu say wo gira nchen no ngafodu won arms na wo hwe candidate no ye wo nipa bi so a say they came to cheer the candidate up hu say na ebi mranti ni bi ebi sisi ebi ko ho obi kukuru ni nu yesi ni ko ho so obeya obehu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nti no kware ni yang ni ayehu e voter region no eso ani na nado dan kwaku fado year 2020 onya 14% from voter region na ye estimate say afi Dr. Bawumia betumi anya be 20% or more e voter region no kware ni say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to nya 20% for voter region it will be a very big push for us because the candidature and the baby are ofi from the northern region inti either the PFA say afi northern region MPP make a northern make a 5 northern regions put together MPP performance or never cost pa inti yet to me improve to 20% e voter region ye nyina ye hu nsama oti ahemfo na fi aseka so ya am boni ya pre-region ya pre-fi Lawrence Broso kopim for Samuel Broso eba bepim former President Mahama Broso obi amu ayen mo na mobile MPP na mayen region na mo mayen region wi a yentuma mam one city kura wo ti region ohene ne kasa no osre na momu no ne mpabo ne se wo bayere wo ho na afide MPP we want to make 2 or 3 region constituencies OT region.
Okay.
OT region no you to me any seat to but we calculate MPP performance na performance in OT region as compared to 2016 na oya the power of course tremendously. Inti yehwe say Dr. Bawumia nso afi obekosoro ewo OT ho. Na chere say so when to me we ni kura wa kosoro. Afi yehwe Shanti region na dodan kwa nya 70% or so ewo Shanti region. Afi ye person ye be fall below 75%. No quarantine see you to me
nya get 80%.
Na me catch you say ye person ye be fall below.
Okay.
Ye target 80%, but ye person ye be follow anything below 75%. Inti say you to me nya 75% na can hit 25. Other parties ne independent candidates ni be pick bi film. We pick 2% to kure film. Na just say President Mahama drop from 26% no nya na no to about 22% or 23%, which is very good for us. Because of the numbers we Shanti region inti about 3.7 or so 3.5 million registered voters. Inti so kita 75%, that is huge numbers. When him say your house in about no simple majority, sorry, popular vote 50% plus 1. The more I win your votes in your strong areas and highly densely populated area, wow. Now, for Greater Accra, Dr. Bawumia, Greater Accra, or you have a Shanti region. If you're Shanti region, I'll be saying about Greater Accra. Nintini say Greater Accra so kita about 3.7 million registered voters. Now, constituency be a multi-tribal. Sorry, region be a multi-tribal. When you campaign here, over to me, and more votes. Nana Kufuor nya about 48 or 49% in 2020. You per se anya should require to meet 50%. In fact, anytime 50%, anything 50% in Greater Accra, 75% in the Shanti region will do the deal for the NPP. Okay. So campaign the emuye pa obi sabron say emuye. Dr. Bawumia sama okita so it convinced but me ka say your call kan kwi central. Na me ka ho Dr. Bawumia ka say wie no na me medi kan say me ko bass no na asofu bia na wodi machi oba ko say hey papa we do tie na obewie pe na wa adwena sesa me dan machi am hwe no no ye sofo a obo kala. Okay. The sensem no akonu ensem a yankwa edi na achi the more he talks, the more we listen to him, the more we tend to love him more. Inti me je di say eye pa
me da say honorable IP mame emma de
mame chia his excellency ni amasana mwale mi shia na che
kanzo
ni mwa efo hwe ni mwa shen
kanzo maji
pacho me joso
pacho da pomo
wa college school
as say we lawyer
we graduate and I feel no what school
we graduate you calling it to the bar.
You've been called to the bar. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm worried about Kwame and the papa you to want to say. He doesn't rest though.
David.
So look at his age. To me, I call law school. We or you Appiah. I'm a competition pa ninti. When say me what investor. Kasa e be what ATTs in World Bank and the project we buy say they don't like the way our wayside mechanics are doing. So one of the Sika bread government. ATTC and KTI through the government of Ghana. I mean a training one, but I think a follow-up wasn't proper at Lawrence time. Because they are not organized
at all. Even the garage cars are parking anyhow.
So what over here? Who you sue car? A you sue brake pad. Say car no brake pad no repair. Na car no communicate. We need to say you will be a friend expansion shims no with the brake pad not to na shims no eda so I play tikiti umi asia na spring shims eda ha na eda ha inti me brake pad na wi ni nyina na shims no push no inti space between the brake pad and the brake disc fitafo no ehu ni use we for say is not necessary into to brake pad no she new one na we be confirm ho no e ja shims na gu inti say we win we go oh I don't know what the shims na show we anya hwe we say we drive there hu but pad na we are na space be ma shims na be expand na shafts na pad na e firm no na ehu na fe na play.
I see.
Urban
number is training omo no.
Enti wo ye be consultancy firm na ahwe na ye dey
na mo
see ye benya sponsorship. Aban be sponsorship near training one. They have to be safe from government.
Some of the flaws of Ghana Ababa is my friend.
You can't change sombra na on it shouldn't be free.
It's a way of communicating to them. The way you communicate to them will let them know say everything abai
wo nim baako ye worship organization.
So form your company and train them.
I have the company already until we will look at it.
All right. Urban campaign because a party what to say.
Oh, nyamena don bibia akoso pepepe. Just put the team. Na ne mu ni say NDC ni baako. MPP for miensa. The main MPP candidate. Sa akwano fi voter je ofi kutonu. Ono na former MP. MPP MP. No be tu me ade so no. Or call independent.
Or no call independent.
House of Folk.
We see no. On the maintenance kra or call independent. Na there's one boy be friend na Tiabi. Ono so MPP ni mapa me hu ni nti ono so call independent. But me na me tiase sa former MP no two bi no. What be the MP? One more modern. He's the only MP ya Bruno pure water. Ewola. One more modern. One you huola.
Odo teso asem na.
Na make sure. Okoye no. Ye fa say deputy minister. Me the deputy minister da o. Who ye deputy? Go and respect
your minister.
Mami show picture bi. Ayoko Botwe. Me nua ba Ayoko Botwe. That woman was a deputy foreign minister.
Yeah.
And that one be word. Obren wanse e mananado. Obren wanse we a deputy. Me be deputy da o. Oh, Victor Rotesoa Obama.
Kessben.
Power 7. Ukoya. Uni Osla koku.
Our communications.
But you are a deputy. And I mean, who she? And I'm no be more adwuma. Omo adwuma so so nya. And nguase President Pamo. Ye Pamo no. In say aden. When was worker? Or see parliament ye my source of funding 7. Once the things that happen in parliament, we don't bring it out. Or in nam. And the sky will if you have no or catch and for say sky de share MP na account mo.
Na you no need
sky de share MP account mo. So na because say
why the account to the public. Well only hent you say anya can say.
I'm saying it.
Masana mwale.
And I mean say
ya ho han wani kan say.
Unia who visit to teso a. Ye pamo enguase.
Wow. So once make it
who call independent.
Or exaggerate.
Nia can say see this cano as a private account. So tell us the bank that came into your private account and then tell us how you disburse it because it's your private account.
Okay.
What can you near dancing? What hand to be honorable minister? I will have
Bambusa.
Near dancing.
Bambusa say.
Oh, to me cancer because why every penny and first cash.
In Yamelami.
It is okay. Yeah.
Honorable member
to me, I can say.
Obama, Area Kudakan. Something cray.
Obama,
Area Kudakan. Obama, you are. But you talk a minute.
Imbe sure ake ebanye ewie na kan.
Si ewie na kan
FAMP.
Si ewie na kan.
Pe ela ake sika
ake wo private account. Si the way ewie ake wo private account.
Oka ewie shimni water be be.
I'm fairly. So I'm happy you have clarified the whole thing.
Yeah, issues this na yendi nkomo na America buy no endra one more the visa restrictions aba say ene wa wo be ye anything to undermine Ghana's democracy. Nyadia womo ebefa easy. In fact, they will restrict you from acquiring visa. So ubetime aba eye American brochi bemu. No eye issue bakwa edaho. Afro Barometer issue eye on latest report the October 1 ama indications of the Ghana for air home Ede atuaba afiyimo just about 39 days more to go. Na one say one more share honesty. The character of the respective presidential aspirant. One more research, one more year and no any yama hodopia. The teach you the torso me and sapa. The three topmost indicators are Ghana for Esha when they are tuaba and sana. Campaign promises and so abba betoso miensa, and those are the key findings. Afrobarometer for Eddie Abba. But we shall see what Robo so na mintio simedu na afeyen so.
Well, minye say asama American embassy no Eddie atugano asam foforo. Ebia na wo pese wo shebukina. Say we are politically affiliated. Na ukope visa ye why you nhwemu kakra to be a connect so kohwe nsem bi a wa campaign to me hwe sania wo politics wo Ghana ha to me hwe say e bi a anamon bi a utu no e ya anamon a etitia nipa bi fa hodi so wo hwe sania mani nyina ana abia no person we extend it to the ordinary Ghanaian on the street because of nipa bi koye a we demonstration na wakutu police car key na we the watu actually only send pano ebia onye top politician or your party or affiliated to a party afi baby a security zone 37 military hospital ye bo soldier for cry training nyento kwa nkona metu kanipa ebia soldier for training na tu aka soldier ni bi na yepe ahopepere kwan so e de na hospital ko yi aboba na makobo small pools masi small pools for lord kwanim na mo bobor e wo kwanim say ni pay opeso de basabasa e bo manim nti ebia no opese we extend to that category of people no say wo de wonye MP wonye minister wonye deputy minister wonye CEO wonye hwe na mom no your ordinary Ghanaian on the street na so bibi ba na wahuru wasi abonten na wo ye na ma de basabasa beba sa akofo no nyina wongani hwe won afi ebi kura na wo ye panyin pa wo ye president na wadi wutem awie when we say wadi wutem awie nti wututu anamon bi a emfa somdwei emma omannimu na eno nso wo mani hwew wie na akwaje obesa ebetu emfa ho so ye president betu deny o afi we speaker of parliament na ye was separation of power na ye wo kwan a ye fa so ema constitution no eye na adwuma yes ye be interpret constitution na fa ko Supreme Court ube ye new law ube pass act and LI and CI afako parliament now Supreme Court my judgment now what the letter head letter code 2 article to return the judgment me who be that because abeko for review
suit nobody coin return
yes
not the
judgment na judgment or the judgment there be some judgment about that sa judgment on ya tra ne fee Parliament House every judgment ne chire Ghanaians or the judgment ne adwuma na one for judgment na anya adwuma judgment na aba anya adwuma federate aba say brana be you
one judgment be na aka ho azemi
oh na say Supreme Court a pass judgment to say you should stay the execution of his pronouncement
okay and no ye order omodema wo
and that's a judgment
me too
yes into no say we sa na wo hwe na de basabasa oba manim na hu say afedi wotutu anamon bi a returning Supreme Court judgment wa returning Supreme Court rate ni ade na ade hu ya bobedim na akwaje visa they will deny you nti e ya ade o de da me ka say me bi na me ne MPB etukwan akoba bi na ye nyina use diplomatic passport nti obaje yem passport no wo de kwahye ma wo bar wo chichi obi a passport ma no wo jaw that particular MP no and I'm catching in Siam crossing na the chairman of the committee na idea to kwano. See to me now, you remember no to course inside of Koshema or by almost say yeah the I be call net so no one who say we're raping woman I don't know to say we're raping will be paying. Nti obi a we raping will be paying they won't be man enter Canada. Yeah South Africa or no akasa MP na akasa they rejoinder or some when show rejoinder or they refute that allegation you know no mu few man who say oh allegation na obi editor no so am o issue rejoinder say sa asemi enya no kware nti ehọ na ye man no kwan ema no kwai India me kai ni ya kwai India MPB sa no so wadi your passport no kwai a wo ba no retain the passport no adan ya akokaka kan sem bia etumi kan nipa eti bom say I say otase nipem racism nti e no so oye wo interview na wo yi no ho anu na wo ja no obesen kwa nti ade a wo hwe de da na mo e bia no wo pese wo hye mukina nti e besere e babu ayen ankasa nti wo a wo feel say umere me be di boni bi ni megwan because social media to this time you can't run away baby abeko bia wo kwaje visa ya ko social media system ni akwa hwe ni nyina aka ho bi nti ye besere say ye behwe say Ghana fo no ye nyina ye be tutu ye ni amayi na afi mbe de etem bia na America fo so de ehunehuna bi eka ho kakra ye ma ho America ni nyina ne say ya tutu ye ni amayi wo Ghana ha no kware ne mi tu kwan kwa America 2 weeks na me ho jira me anti da be nkwa na beba fie mi tu kwan ko ba bia na mpese me ba fie ntem nti se ye Ghana ya menye ni se obi e ni be pre se obetumi etu kwan ye wa nuanu bia no wie school makota America ye so ye ti Ghana ha se ye wa platform so ye school platforms ye di nkomani ye hwe ne ama atam setimi bia na ye nga ye wa Ghana ha no ye wa ye nganim kakra esen won e wa abrabom nti na je se wototo ne ama anye se bia me MP me classmates bia omo nye MPs they are richer than me they are not in America they are in Ghana they are far better than
Kessben.
You will say US come US service arom kwatena brochiri ye di nkomo platform no so ayi ni mo bia abobre nti anye ni nyina na ye ene ya brochiri nti esra me mate bia ye US school an ye fa no ash foam as an engineer or service or machines nti o ye adwuma ash foam an or started say on akasa be shop na wa ye so a key distributor for ash foam very rich on trabrochiri da nti se ye ni amayi wo Ghana ha abrochiri ko ho na akwa akwhwe ho no waba na aboa ye nyina afei na waka second Afrobarometer entrofi maybe atwamu na meji omu di pa afei ase won polls na aba appointing no research no omu ye ama aye politically tinted bebere so nti ama one research findings never out na nkrofo ka ho asa first anke aba obi say radio station you be he the star say eba boy say na how say obukwa akotuma akwa research na we say enye won NDC betuma win no for krom because anything can happen in politics but to me say Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia enya zero ewo oforukrum baby at the last elections 2020 NPP winning over 83%. In this year Dr. Bawumia kra ba ne won pena obenya zero so we dey is be saba out nani me be say PP ma we be ka se bi a wo te we dem na we kire oni ama we be an out when the phone call friend crofo yes or no and our cancel but me maka what happened to me nti me person me dey political polls and our research me find dey good whatever you see out of outcome of an election a polls no ko na ko hwe say ampa
when you cry your polling direct we know indicators I mean Ghana
that's what research no listen they talk to people right and polls na people never chire be about to about kono afi o chire reasons into reasons no dey about out to say polls no nia nipa bebere gina so to aba no enu ni meba that is exactly what they've done into nia nipa ejina so to aba and work ho asem and indeed niam be a Ghana for sure to aba that they look at the economy they look at the personality of the person which obaga watch personality to aba pa Ghana yanya first be second it's not a new thing the personality the hwede to aba dia na misi bia Afrobarometer ongahu bibi foforo na wo pese woka ena won't menka ena mo fierce indication bia wo be tu gwan sem bia wo kanti won akohu bibi foforo na won pese wo hu because siesi hwe nipa ni suban ni yei Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abedi vice president 8 years obiara ntumi mfa ne nsa nkyere so se saade we kura dia susu ni se anka ya afa no so na amfa no so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be the vice president 8 years o 24 say to mekan ho and ye call menya krobo odumase kono of odumase o say wo once power didn't change you money didn't change you you are my son and I know you and I've been following you to me answer sound Sikan to me answer sound. Wahum brasina wono wunya to me as vice president for 8 years. Sa hum brasina na da sukitaw. ahobrase a wokita no wobɛyɛ vice president a wosikasɛm ɛsesan yɛ better saa ahobrase no ɛnua na ɛda so kita wo kwan wɔfa so ɛgye nipa ka nipa bom ɔkita so kita saa ahobrase no ɛnyam na meko ahemfo ɛna ɛka nti sɛ no na Ghana fo babɛhwɛ so ato abade a sɛ nipa na ahobrase ne pɛrepɛre yɛ sɛ ɔnyɛ corrupt ɛno ne yɛbɛhwɛ so de ato abade a ne kasa ɛnyɛ sɛ moyɛ no koraa no na wusu koraa na meyɛ no mmɔ ɛnyɛ no ma ayɛ ogwanfunu de dam no koraa yɛ awe ma aka dompe nkokɔ no kɔfɛm no ngatua kɔbɔkina na mopɛ bi a monyɛ adan nti na dum so aba munya phone no charge na light ni nyina so what is happening with Dr. Bawumia no da sika ansesa no tumi ansesa no ɔwɔ ahobrase nti ɔkɔ baabi a ahemfo mpanyinfo ɛka si saa papa yi di ɔwɔ ahobrase ɛbɛto aba ama no sɛ no ɛna Ghana fo kan de a sɛ no na afro babitafo no akɔhu no wɔ kan de a ɛne no nipa a wɔpɛ sɛ wɔde wɔn nsa kyerɛ no so nanso wɔn ayɛ politically tinted nti wɔntumi nka ne pefee ne de a na ne wɔka kyerɛ Ghana fo si Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president of Ghana and the flag bearer of the MPP. Sa nuoma Ghana for a describe nyina onu nimu ene benya sa na mani nyina.
Very well. May I say 55 minutes after 8 na my main kind messages no ebi na membra the honorable Nimwale Amasaso na yentu ankomodie ne so teacher Kujo anyway at the bar. I don't blame the speaker who thinks that he is the one to interpret the constitution. Rather, I blame those NPP MPs whose thank you. Musa Batua said the unrest in Boko is being fueled by politicians benefiting from the violence, with recent legal actions like the Kumasi Appeals Court overturning a Boga High Court warrant for Sedu, raising concerns about the transparency. The contested installation of a new chief has added tensions to what is happening in Boko. In response, the Boko Traditional Council's ban on the NPP campaign activities aims to prioritize community peace over political influence is a welcoming news. Musa Batua, thank you for a message with the Abba. Osborne, Eddie Abba, Osema Saudi Kumase Bantima. I never knew you knew how. You know how to speak to all Ghanaians in this manner. The 7th December is just behind the corner, and don't think Ghana is only Kumasi. Thank you for a message with the Abba. Osborne, a message, no. I'm very grateful. Commensa will pillar too. Was it so bad that Appiah Donko is no more? May her soul rest in peace. Onyankopon Emfanekra in ye till we meet again. Away, special greetings to Mother for all. Nana Mami Appiah Donko. Thank you. O message no. Engineer Abledu Ediweaba. Or see, we are voting for Dr. Bawumia to become the next president of Ghana to salvage the situation for all of us to benefit. God bless Dr. Bawumia and the new Patriotic Party. Mahimra lawyer so na mintieno. Cancel. But mintio for 10 minutes.
Yo.
Kessben.
About the American
restrictions.
No kind of. You see, they did not define what they meant by undermining democracy. Mm-hmm. What activity would define, say, where is undermining democracy? Is it if you criticize the government, or if you criticize the opposition? If you insist for your right? What do they mean by
undermining democracy?
Undermining democracy. Well, anyway, because I got American visa 5 years ago.
Okay.
Man, to me now, I'm American visa no way.
Oh, are they?
I don't know.
The second visa, I didn't go. 5 years.
I renew me American visa 3 times. 5 years. The last one because man go America in the way. The last 5 years, baby, I'm going say UK. Man, look, I'm going to 7 days, and I'm a buy. So, to me, this position is not being clear the intention of the American government towards Ghana. I don't know actually what they meant. Are they telling us say as a particular person wins, so when winner not just say the others who are against them are going to be branded, say they have undermined democracy. They should come out and define what they meant by undermining democracy. Because I don't see what they are saying. Say we undermine democracy. Is it because of the cost of parliament? The impasse in parliament? I don't know. So they should be clearer. And Honorable AP can be about somebody holding a diplomatic passport. You see, you don't have a right if somebody has a diplomatic passport. That diplomatic passport is the country that is telling him to come to your country.
Exactly.
So you don't have a right to stop him. You don't have a right to say where repo be. So your Cronfort crowd, you see Ecuador. Ecuador, country no. Also members, assigned because of some diplomatic we say be a word say in that embassy you cannot arrest anybody. What am I saying?
Diplomatic immunity.
Yes. So those are the things. Blemeza wanted a diplomatic passport because he has committed so many crimes in Europe. So he wanted a diplomatic passport. Say Ghana was Uncle Jimbra. But for his own personal benefit, diplomatic passport because you cannot arrest him if he has having a diplomatic passport. So near happy, you should have reported it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The diplomatic passport, if he's watching a car with cocaine, you don't do him anything. You hand him over to the government and for the government to prosecute that person. And to be our diplomatic passport, so who the diplomatic passport. Your man that this passport now say protect you.
What did you make on behalf of the country?
On behalf of the country.
Kessben.
Afrobarometer and Info Analytica. Is it two organizations?
Two different organizations.
Now, normally, I don't believe in polls. Especially the African polls.
I didn't get.
Oh, because it's always tinted with biases and political. It's tinted with political. We see. South Afrobarometer. We see. Some of them, I'm saying CDD for the South Afrobarometer.
Yes, CDD. Or more local partners. CDD.
Let me tell you their strategy. Me, I saw them about 6 years ago. Now, those things that favor NDC, no that all. Then this first started boom, 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 we are passing. Nobody near a bear in favor of MPP, no. Nobody are ballast. Now, if MPP and this farm will say, what JD move boom, no, never. What time could oh, sadly, I know that.
Kessben.
Me, I've worked with CDD, I've worked with them.
How can you conclude that?
I've worked with them. Me, I entered into politics when I saw that when Kufuor came 2000 and he was doing twisting so many things. After CDD before, I clashed with them in Dadokotopon. When I was a police agent, they came there and tried to do it. I clashed with them and I told them, look, you are this. Intimidating American. I don't even know what they are saying. Afrobarometer, I don't know what they are because they are politicians. Info Analytica. Well,
analysis.
And Info Analysis and I say Info Analytica.
Global Info Analytics.
Okay. Global Info
Analytics. Yes.
This is the first time I'm watching to know, say, are their predictions going to be true or not? Me, I detach myself from Afrobarometer because they are biased and political tinted. Until let's see what say whether
will you also say the Global Info Analytics also a bias?
And I'm just this is the first time I'm hearing of them.
Because they've done so many
predictions. And I'm just say, Mimi, this is the first time I'm hearing. Yeah, because elections, Afro. I say, match on baby.
And I'll start to deal.
And I'm starting to your moon and meet you.
Oh, I see.
Whether their prediction will come true or not, no. Will determine because we say
they predicted the Kumawu by election.
Well,
they predicted
Kumawu is make a predict Kumawu. Who call election Kumawu?
Almost predicted NPP primaries, one more predicted constituency.
Primaries pa prime minister okwa well you be winning ntẹ numu sẹ de
it's a promise to be predicting movie wabom na
ekyir wa utu sẹ be ekodi well maybe I'm waiting for them but with somebody like Benesi tetenena jididi baby me nia masala my first election he predicted I will lose and I won. My second election he predicted I will lose and I won. My third election he predicted I will lose and I won. My fourth election he predicted I will win and I lost. And to be some can say that you see everybody try to arrogate some knowledge
to themselves
and to be trained info analytical for somebody in the bemo okay fine
nobody in there na
oh
there's
me no Kessben. All what they are saying is NDC is winning but
they've been consistent with that for a very long period
whether they are true or not no yentu abawie na me say whether they are last people say their clients are not NDC MPP or political party in Ghana but their clients are outside Ghana because they contract them after doing everything they will contract them they are build their credibility for people outside
okay
omo kan omo kan me dey say me dokro no ne boy den and the size na ba form in chinam no ne boy den size na the same thing but ne boy na den kakra na say ukoto chinam na ase ya say bi because ye ntanto wow anka first be ko na achi fresh chinam we say ne ubuze chinam no achi adaka no enti me I'm going to vote based on me dokro ne me chinam.
Okay. Very well.
Just a quick one. Say on about normally cancer BC.
Yes.
Or no, sa post na ya no ntanye. Ya Ghana ha no. Utumi hia obi. Na okoto aba. Honorable, ya koto say no man the tell finish no ato ama. If you ever say nipa no info analytic ana info no global Afro barometer for hia no a week ago. And I might take a questionnaire.
Yes.
And also Metuama NDC. We were coincidence we were police station we were for la mengas. On we laugh. Now almost to MPP and NDC by this in the winning war. Yet to be a yan at 30%. It be kai 2020 elections. Me surround up to na me call inspection and a part of Metuama na. It na okompa kan we teshifu. We the police station to what to about la. Mengwase iti me bana mi share a group of people a bu fi okonkwanta a wo besin akola mengwase akoto aba no so na bo na mi si o me kam o na bo men koko na mi yis kana am start say me che iti na e ben chronicle ti a iti okonkwanta furi nyina hu se mi gira ho me che se no nyina
tu bi ka ba
mi so munya lai na sa time mi yis ke wa bondo na eko dan bondo mi wie na mi tu ka me kwai a fi yeto aba wa kan aba no wie na mi polling agent na owo la mengason no aka sa afre me honorable change that pattern no say show konkanta ye lidi wo konkanta la mengason so hu inti ya fan say sanka sankrofo call konkanta ko ye research a week to the election no catching so ampa and this ne be win look at because I met them because I gave them money for cocoa results in 2020 election results it changed because of Okonkwanta for now because she am it me am time fans poll ya kwa say primaries no be atua no be atua it is the highest bidder
I see
it took where polls new year when be ase
but that's 7 minutes after 9 this is Kessben na my main kind statement krate na no the another controversy ana ede aba. The registrar, Supreme Court, Accra, dear registrar, writ to invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court pursuant to Articles 2.1, 12.1, and 2, as well 17.1, 21.1, BE, and all of the others of the 1992 Constitution of the Supreme Court rules. I am directed by Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, Speaker of Ghana's Parliament, to return the attached processes which was left at the Legal Services Office of the Parliamentary Service by 3 bailiffs of the court on Wednesday, 16th October 2024. Attempts were made to serve the same processes on Tuesday, 15th October 2024. The Right Honourable Speaker notes that the attempted service is contrary to Article 117 of the 1992 Constitution and the circular issued by the Ladyship Justice Sarah Pamela CA Quarantine, as well a judicial secretary, and copied to the Honorable Lady Chief Justice with reference to the number SCR 97 entitled Enforcement of Articles 117 and 118 of the 1992 Constitution, Immunity from Service of Processes and Arrests, dated 12 July 2024, addressed to all registrars of the court. Consequently, the Right Honourable Speaker has directed the return of the attached processes for your necessary action. Kindly accept the highest regards. Beneza underway Nensa Eshasi, Deputy Clerk to Parliament. Ana statement what did Ekokoma and on a to screen so at the amount na akwakofa controversies bebrenano at the Abba Speaker of Parliament, Alban Kingsford Backben, are rejected some writ of the Supreme Court. And no home commodity ana yeba susia. Oba EP, medimza nkomo we di kan bobo subia, but I mean this is the substantive issue. Mami
encho. Asime pa Jetro director.
Yes, Jetro. I think
this is your deputy clerk.
That be only a deputy clerk. Yes.
Jetro. Hey, ono pa.
Kessben.
Mami nchian. Director or council Jetro. Me ko parliament no. Especially maybe a chairman of the committee no. Say parliamentary proceedings and processes be a maintained. No ma signal no wa kwehia mo division room ho. No wa. Or you be a parliamentary you not tiase papa watch since 93. No fiase here. Mo tell me one say want to me and to speak for now. Or no certain the thing.
But 124 Kwame bench.
Share people yes. One say court yes samana homa court. Na say ofo say court no kra kwan abofa so samana no enye kwan papa. Yen chiro let them go ma court and I reject written. Oko court no akọ proof a kire court ne say emra kwan so ngeti. Say we reject written na a contempt of court. Inti say parliament ya pass bill be active be refi. I'm say criminal be proceedings be refi. Say ye pe kra serve oni ye nyawa council how betuma ba to me serve when newspapers mu.
And they are substituted.
Yes serve newspaper mu. Inti your
WhatsApp.
You betumi dey akwatare. You betuma for social media so they are serve. Inti say Speaker of Parliament first say kwanga Supreme Court fast no. Enye kwan papa. Ne wa so ye ne say okọ challenges are court. Make I say nkrofo bi ba be pai abo me consensus actually kuru be fisu for hot once. Now people now rock be pai no is about 20 meters away from the town, the last house. Me share that my the tape ko mejai. Meanwhile no wo share Minerals Act numa and so now to me apai abobi no just at a particular distance men kai. And usubia rock bia usubi taking the source you can't mine that rock. Not River Crown, taking the source from a mountain crown. River Crown and I young or transfer yes I know. Now company be buy say when a concession from government into a percent or pie. Into me see company no and the minister for lands and natural resources then. And ni pebia what for say one asase ben one we jimu akwotia where the popora man say one pie. The court no judge and catch me say mini capacity to sue the people. Because me need interest. Them say, as a member of parliament for the area, me feel to answer me call have say we should be no. Indeed, they say me need interest. Me call appeal court. Me call appeal court. Now appeal court no I have a right. I have interest. I have capacity to sue them. Inti ya kwa mo go dey asem mo di for sure. E man ne popo no da so ho. Inti say we for say Supreme Court in need capacity to do what they are doing. Now you don't sit in your office and write to them. It's wrong. You go.
How is it wrong?
Because say that is not the procedure. The council is here. He will tell you when you get to his turn. One turn office now when Supreme Court said they are wrong. You challenge them in court. Ubeko court. ne wa catch Supreme Court say mrana mo the rate ne bra mo mati na judge international my judgment you don't sit in your office and write to Supreme Court I want to tell you sir me call law school that but it doesn't happen like that you challenge the position of court in court anything now ko lower court na wa appeal court uko Supreme Court you will review. So, yeah, the rate be a brow. Why accept it? What for say wrong? Go to court, go and challenge that. We just say in my case now make case. I can make one and appeal court case there you don't have capacity to challenge them. As I can be case now and so that is what he's supposed to do. Or for say Supreme Court to need capacity to try him or to sell him any rater, he should go and do that in court.
But say court already you know. What it means is that we accept a rate, rate now.
But so only right to say I will not accept the rate.
So who accept a rate? Then you file your defenses in respect of that, exactly. But okay,
no, I'm filing defense.
Maybe okay letter you have to respond because you don't accept a rate in the dia.
Okay, respond. Say no, you don't have. You see, you best accept a rate. No, I call challenge. Say, mukra mu need to me. Say, mo be me ba jina. And some judgment na ba and some crana say court ni say when you say unable to force in case similar thing happen also no I say am here me born crack me come asem and a high court say no here in the full say prosecutor no proof beyond all reasonable doubt say you have a case to answer at our court come open defense no quite appeal court now appeal court catch say there be yes sir I do we are nyama head the name ni prosecutor and some Canada. You don't have any case, let alone open defense. And yes, I have to get force in case here. It's identity no uncle Speaker of Parliament, uncle court and case no Mirano Kreni. You can see the understanding of the law. Can't work actual. So we can constitution, we can law new year. So now what trust different from you. And it's need to be for 5 Supreme Court judges. Not 2, with different judgment. Not 3, with different judgment. Let's say majority because what now office as a speaker, which may be your legal team. That is your opinion. That is your understanding of that particular portion. Act no code to that is his understanding. Another lawyer also maybe a prosecutor be so attorney general and go for better once other person law no moon their understanding will also be different.
But it's just anything not interfering with the business of Parliament because we are separate entities now. Okay, no, I'm just asking a question that may be said. Okay, Article 117, 118 of the 1992 Constitution. Of course, majority of members of Parliament are benefited from this. Or say immunity from service of processes and arrears. And only a 117 no title, no by 118. Or say immunity, okay, from witness and then summons. Now, I mean, kind 117. Or say civil or criminal processes coming from any court or out of Parliament. Shall not be served on or executed in relation to the speaker or a member of the clerk or a member or the clerk of Parliament while he is on his way to attending at or returning from.
No. I mean, you are wasting time.
I'm not wasting time. We're educating the public. And
we're educating the public.
The public wants to listen. Or at returning from any proceedings of Parliament. Now, over 118, was neither the Speaker nor a member of nor the clerk to Parliament shall be compelled while attending Parliament to appear as a witness in any court or place out of court, out of Parliament.
And Speaker of Parliament and the Chief Justice in our Transit. And I agree, say Parliament doesn't sit on Mondays. Henceforth, some person will serve a speaker, so a clerk, so a MP. Over 7 Monday Parliament and city. So they've gone into this agreement. Into another say, Obaga say, see I can't them into corner for rate Ibra Monday. That's all. But say when say carry now be challenges say because of this clause in the article in the Constitution, you will not respond. Hey, now speaker, for instance, days Parliament akọ court. Win the case. Parliament are passing laws to be the akọ no crumple then just speaker pronouncement to Parliament and Kasa put into vote and passed. Abaye Act, President assent to it. Yet to me the Supreme Court abo Samra na to egu. Bebre. Inti obia catch us because of separation of power and check and balance in the obwa. Separation of powers for her. To a parliament here be when you want to conclude the Supreme Court. Supreme Court here be when you want to make the press parliament. Anything that says no cadia. Any other thing that president you any airline now on Jubilee House, not for airline in Yajuma, no better parliamentary approval. Other president called international loans and agreements are on speaker on separation of power will be our Najuma intimation maker. Now on fast and other side of by parliament by approvals and other.
Yes, but separation of power and check and balance does not warrant an interference.
That is not what do you define interference? The definition of interference is your definition.
Yes,
so we are doing so no now ye Mbrano nkyerɛ saa enti twɛn ansa na afei watwɛn brana be you hu an wo court to membre na cha say will be interfere in your job saa Supreme Court and so Parliament me interfere in the Supreme Court ejuma Supreme Court to me interfere of Parliament ejuma President here ejuma Supreme Court to me kan cheni so onko twɛn ansa na mumu no e wo check and balancing baby a wo chia mra no Supreme Court ejuma no one will say Parliament a pass mra because of president and found the signature and shots and up to now I'm running to me Juma. And on that chip
because that is what the law requires.
Exactly. And one thing that was said Speaker of Parliament who's on you matter what to do. Look, you have a parliamentary presidency. Who call you fancy the Westminster system now. The parliament in Agasa government works from parliament. Government is parliament and parliament is government.
Kessben.
We are here practicing executive presidency. It's in the executive presidency system. No, parliament is not all in all. But my president is a man sign and Juma.
No, but nobody has said that because 1992 constitution here clear.
Yes,
on that.
And don't go and read Article 130. The same constitution will tell you say, "Siya can be bini and TRCR. Parliament should interpret. Supreme Court should interpret that proof beyond all reasonable doubt. Say you are not all in all. It's in your Speaker of Parliament here, no legal team there won the office no." Obi o ha so be ye pahina na ne nkrofo atwa ho ahia wo suru no na akanfo ye bu bebi si misi fam akanfo bu bebi si o pahina o hina o mayen kana asem no o de ntama fa janan ekogwam because papa ni mu no jetro esan paper we maybe I know sure papa no want to me kan kwara nkyere.
All right, me da say mesa ba so bi ba me fa asedade bi Eclipse collateral management na adope Eclipse for air fan crofo enemo aye adwuma wo mo air pen crofo amoye inclined with IT enti se wotie me na we obi a we graphic designer or your website designer, and then when it comes to management, me manage especially optimization of the website and the domains, social media management, and software development. Pacho onim die Eclipse collateral management for say pay opportunity no any say obetimi aba na wodi receive no aba akwenya kese aba beda ho say wo mobetimi afa adwuma ye form pacho send you receive no echo k.amega@ecmagh.com k.amega@ecmagh.com and after 0266999020 0266999020 and after 0543 832-466 0543-832-466 na wone wamo any enkomo pacho beko eye U12 Abakan Street ewo Adenta news site eho ana wamo office no ewo na wone wamo edi enkomo edi efri ho kanso ba memra wo so da minchio
well
Kessben
you see so hwe nsema ekoso Ghana so busa won say aso Ghana ye wo ADR na I think as a alternate dispute resolution for esomodom hujim or esomodom hujim na omo solve sa
issues are cause no
issues are cause constitutional crisis in Ghana no ye wo parliament ye wo constitutional supremacy.
Yes,
our constitution is supreme. Now challenges are bano say from Nana Akufo-Addo onakasa omu constitution no because if you article 1 yes if you article 106 who can ni nyina e chaw say parliament yemra now president be to anima say o sign say one sign ubema where the president refuses article 106(8). Where okay, let's start from 7.
Yeah,
where a bill is passed by parliament and is presented to the president for assent, he shall signify within 7 days after the presentation to the speaker that he assent to the bill or that he refuses to assent to the bill, unless the bill has been referred by the president to the Council of State under Article 90 of this Constitution.
Yes.
Where the president refuses to assent to the bill, he shall within 14 days after the refusal, state in a memorandum to the speaker any specific provisions of the bill which in his opinion should be reconsidered by parliament, including his recommendations for amendment if any. B, inform the speaker that he has referred the bill to the Council of State for consideration and comment under Article 90 of the Constitution. Well, what can I say about now? Odimawa, almost where then in the end, no, if the parliament, if you not say a president, the president has no choice than to sign. President Article 106, on Fanya Juma
106, no
106, on Fanya Juma, and a bill leader Hormo, who are untro, who are unyashi, who say won't sign. So the president is the number one culprit in not respecting the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. FSU 2. Sana musi usi kan you know.
Yeah.
Parliament yao Constitution ya, there shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached, or questioned in any court, or placed out of Parliament. So we be happy or parliamentar shall not be questioned in any court.
I do Article 115.
115.
Yes.
Wow. I'm not for sorry, I'm not going to call. Oh, Article 2:1. So we be not only be against the Constitution now. You can go and petition
the Supreme Court for interpretation.
Fine, and also petition Supreme Court, and all the provisions in the Constitution. No, the Supreme Court has the right to interpret.
Yeah.
There is a ruling called Republic versus Mekanka and others, led by Banaman CJ, not or Chief Justice. So ruling, no. See, say, okay, Constitution now a clear and unambiguous. Go ahead and implement it. Meaning Article 97 1G and H. Back being using using Republic versus Mekanka, because Mekanka is a good law. It was not override. It was not.
Nobody has challenged it.
No, it was the other rulings are I didn't know para purposely Zenato Rollins versus ex parte Zenato Rollins.
Okay.
But they did not overrule Republic versus Mekanka. So Republic versus Mekanka is still good law. And the Supreme Court, the mere fact that Supreme Court, no, on the virtue of Article 9, Article 2:1, no, that you have applied Mekanka versus Mekanka, Republic versus Mekanka, the Mekanka, you have applied it. The same way, after your markets, General Supreme Court, no, he first had to use Mekanka in interpreting Article 2:1. So Article 97(1)G and H now, Bagbin went ahead and declared those seats vacant. No, Bagbin was right by using Republic versus Mekanka, because Mekanka is still good law.
But the question is, why is he now rejecting the writ for the substantive hearing of the case?
I'll come to that. Who said they came to an agreement?
Yes.
Not in law.
Me too.
They came to an agreement that we can set Parliament on Monday. Now, after using Article 97(1) G and H, the Supreme Court can interpret it anytime, any day. What are they waiting for? Interpret it and let Ghana see it wait forward. How many say? I suspect leadership of Parliament must sit down. Other than that, Nkofo bi hu ne eba. December 7 to aba. Se Parliament anko transfer December 7 to aba na Akufo-Addo will rule with an executive power. I'm telling you. enti mpanyimfo Ghana mpanyimfo mum entrance na chief imam I call for say entrance nyenhwe no who's a businessman so be e dey attend parliamentary impasse depends as businessman file case against the recall of parliament.
The recall of parliament.
I think 1123 no. On also say you interpret
the recall no.
The recall no. Omo nipa some be recall. On also you interpret that article no. So parliament should stay until that recall no
112 no.
112 has been interpreted. Wow, you see how things are becoming murkier and murkier.
Yeah.
Enti obiandi ni lemu.
Kessben.
Wow. Na mpanyimfo a work Ghana Council of State Mr. President una shas you shas here by not refusing to clear and unambiguous provision of Article 106 no o se umfa nya adwuma enti bi sre ebi so no say any dey say obesanya executive power their rule for another 6 months. Oh.
All right, mama no.
Yeah, hope penny kwanche for no so chiao. Eni adwumafo ni nyina se yebo abaso. Ewo adwuma pa mo so mobo ewo Ghana ha.
Yeda wase.
Ai.
Yeda wase pa. Enso asiri bi wo ho.
Nyame adom bebre wo Kwame. Se mo ye be se 10,000.
Yeah.
And I'm open over 10,000 plus ani nyina no. And I'm no ka say e available aben hyehyehye.
Okay.
Ya kan sam beba. Ntin sase ne bi ho.
Me da se maye ni nkomo na wo fa hope ado pe mafro why.
Friend no.
Twa e de ne maye.
Yeah, we twa am. Okay. I was afraid kan e de enchia sonko a emu oduru. And the free Imascon Estate Ghana Limited aso ye. Baby biata mo hye yon afidi kase so. Any baby biara mo tie yen ye de ebremu. Na openi ota Imascon Estate Ghana Limited and you hope when I do my phone na se yam fan chia sonko mamu yen kantim se na kopon won hira mo papa every say ebra no bia no be hia ya yen no be di nkomo afidi kase so no ampam nso mutie na so pamu na mo de ose eye oyo na mo franka sankasa ma ye ni je eno ache nsromo mfre kwa mo se tu ho na mo eba ekọ sade yen sas no esitie na we amekan ya de yen sas ni bi egu afidi kase so mini ono ma mo hwe afidi kase no ma mutie ye mo na mehwe sade yen sas no esi da so na esi eye papa ya de yen sas aye ton e chopoli won no minia eni da atechem eni da ensuom anansem pa bia enwu beposo ana bepa ya ase no akase bi ensuo to a eni ye beyira faw ana de ateche beba ofie anempo ebia mframa bi ehum bi to a ebe powder so da bi Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yen sase aye ton no eye papa ya se uduru honom a wani beje e wonom te sa desert so na mframa ebe bon ho no enya asenketo a woni omadi achi ene wonom akọ yen sase so akọ sade yen sase ni esitie no me say wo bia na ne botan se oto asase no one plot no wo duru honom ho sade yen sase nsitie na wasa eso anwani bi kosoro no no ata text no we sade yen texture no esi etie no bonse na adwena dane we asemeto mienum we asemeto miensa we asemeto enan me sa branche ba kompodie wo jane na so eto plot makoma 32 enya senketwa enya atrosem enya bosem kasem ana meka de biamba no bisa wo se Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yensa se ayeto no sanya papa enka soja fompo be sorry from comes out with the achi akwakoto ensase ne bi ya enam ne wo ekasai wonu ma hyase a womu so madan e wo so dabi wotimi nkodada soja ni sanso ne nuanum approsifo bi ne ba betobi yenuanum immigration officers yenuanum prison officers chese wonu omu ye adwuma e wo national security ebinum aba beto Imascon for yensase bi na wei ena di adanse trodo say Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yensase ayepon dawro yensase ayeton ediama Ghana adehye ene ahoho amo pass as pato no na eno ekire se eyasase papa ade ba ko a ema ye danso ene se yensase ayeton no langard sambia ni ho no langard sam ena fe litigation freelance and yeton asia ne se manso sambia da eni so mansu sembiada eni sanunti anam di kaka asase ensase a eye ton no sanya papa nka ye dan ana bambofo bi te sa soldier fompo sorry from camp edi achi na wonum ekotobie wonum salance commission wonum ma yetumi krata agi atom sa imas conform yankwaso anton sase papa ye ton no ema Ghana adehye na over 32 good years enie ana imas conform yaton ensase ediama Ghana form na nhran kanya me say over 32 good years enie no obi bia dani ho a wodi akogya police station ana obi ani ho amaye so edi akokọ to say ebi asase amoton maame no ebi a we na abaso ana senete na ankoye ana amagimi sika di dabi 32 good years enie no ebi ma da biara da enu nti na wa wutie me ene wa wo hwe me de to anim ena no pay ese baby bia da wo bia no nya gidie ene awrehwemu na bra ya so ye Imascon Estate Ghana Limited na yensase a ewo tropoli ya ye promotion ya pon teroro bra na betobi mini etiem promotion wo ya ye no bosom ya ebei ni da toso enwotwe meche 8 November na bra na so na promotion we de ba na wie ye ebia ni antoa so si abeto so mpa na ebia de foforo an ye de ebe no nteno bomadi ansa won twentwen so ma una ma otuna de oye bia ni chai na epic number samri beto dwai na di eche na bra beto bi se wonu yonso ne wo amononi a di hu adanse a kire no se wonso wo amononi ana wo hwe na opese beto bi a ebia wontumi ma number ye frei minia bomadi am na efre na ema yeska na etwa bi nto onfama ho ana wo de efre wo dehye bi na woni ye chemra meto bi ebi say must conform yensasa ye ton no enye na adasam wo ha bia ne akire langa ne bia akire wo bia no ba be ha wo de bia rata ebu say your numbers no eniem aya 0553
0553
840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 afei die twato no eye 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 abusia yensa si ewo tropolisem di kaka ye no ewo Greater Accra region hada any voter region na tropoliamican no ewo dowenya kwan so baby a Central University ewo no baby a Sagleme affordable housing ewo no sam yam yenu amabode wodi fro hono mu ekwa baby a yensa se ewo tropolina kwan enwa wusima sisia no waduru enu ntemi abra ne betobi mese amanfo etete hono de fi sebirima di kan aba betobi a enu yeso madan hono mu ediama mu ade ba kwam yesa dan so ne se ya sasini so nsa de ba ya wusi dan na enya afa na ukochina pensuo ana afempo na ukotu nsuo nwoka ya tu abura kese ewo ya sasini so ya twi nsuo ede agum eno ne yasesa ne kwa ne faso da wuntia kapre ana dama ewo ho ento bia no yesei na yensanso no say na process no eno nso etie enkane no na one plot no na 30,000 Ghana cedis nanso enam no kasai ya te so ede aba 18,000 Ghana cedis 18,000 Ghana cedis eya titis kanom 180 million afei half proton si ebetwa ede amount eno nso enkane no na ne price no eye 15,000 Ghana cedis 15,000 Ghana cedis nanso ya dwene ho ne yedo nteno ya te so ede aba 9,000 Ghana cedis 9,000 Ghana cedis eya titis kapam dada no 90 million na wenyina mu no pani a woda ya no oni ehye no se odi asempa ni no maka ena ensuo tonso fom watin scan watin enu nti say na tede a ene package ati say ane ye de ema your customers enu nti yesi di kan efa 3,000 Ghana cedis 3,000 Ghana cedis eya titis kano 30 million yesi di kan fa no ebeto ase na wo ba na wo do valid ID card akan waba ente wo de 3,000 to asem na so register we up ni ade kwa asase so ni akwato de ade amount ni ama wo kwan se Sadan na pesa osi wo so eye company na pesa obi e so ade bi pesa oye bi wo de hyase na eye na de aka no eye 15,000 no ye de 1 year ana eso ne ya spread ade ama wo se tua ne kakra kom se 1 year ne beso na 15,000 aka eno eye 1 plot ndie no na nyam ya dom no watua wie afa half plot so ya eno no eye 9,000 say di kan for 3,000 beto asia onse ebe kan eye 6,000 eno so ye de bosomi ensiam ana eso ne ya spread ade ama se tua ne kakra ekom se bosomi ensiam no beso no na 6,000 aka no miniam na watua awie mejiri said ye kan de wa obeji atom se the whole Ghana obian wa wato asaso wa Ghana ha yo se for 3,000 beto asia na de aka no for 1 year ana etua wie minia we no HSC Europe wato papa no wadwene ho eno nti an wo ye we it must conform yan sasia ye tonom 1 plot me say enkane no na eno no eye 30,000 mesrel yesi 18,000 we de passion brana beto na eja yenko yanim na size se netiem 1 plot de no eye 70 by 100 and half plot so eye 35 by 100 me say promotion bosumi ya ebei ne de atoso wotwe eba na wiye enti hyanon so na mot na bra betobi abusia your office so hwe ni a obenwu yen our greater Accra region hub ya was Sprinters Road me say hyanon so ya was Sprinters Road community 18 junction yani allied filling station okwan so ena edi enhwani mo ya samben KFC dabi omoton aduane no enti yankeke ho emom se ya bosom ya adwuma ane ya ankrankra adwuma ne ya metobi won so betima ba individual no abeto de se de be ya agya asem bia ema ho ema wo enti minie bomadi anfa ya bra ya ekoi ya numbers no enie eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imaskon ebusia yensas ne papa bra ne betobi na ne tua nso ene odin ye de wase
That's right. Yeah, check it out over here. So Joe comes up next with Midford Action. My man wishing Johnson or say, aka Acorn, a very big happy birthday. Johnson, it's your birthday this morning. We celebrate you. Happy birthday to you. I didn't show you when you're here. Kingdom Bright, Chief Executive of Kingdom Foundation Ghana. And Appiah, Mr. Right. Happy birthday to you. We celebrate you. Let me try when you're here. One to anyone, Joe. What it do, minute after 9. My name is Kwame Appiah, Mr. Speaker. Let me say I'm very, very grateful for your time with us this morning. Thank you for staying through with us. We'll be back once again tomorrow morning to serve you and to serve our nation. We'll leave you in the able hands of Osofo. He comes up next with Midford Action. Glad you could join us. Let me show you when you're here. I don't do any. I ever say she be. Good morning.